Something is...
You will pay for this!
Land.
Saved its people.
We need your help.
Welcome to our channel FilmHead. If you're a fan of epic tales, historical battles, and legendary heroes, then you're in for a treat here. These films are filled with action, mystery, and unforgettable stories. So, grab your snacks as we count down the top 10 ancient adventure movies that will transport you to a world of myth, legend, and history. Let's start it. Number 10, Legend of the Seeker series. A fantastic TV series. Legend of the Seeker includes many characters from the novels, although often with different roles, relationships, backgrounds, or abilities. In this adaptation of a best-selling series of fantasy novels by Terry Goodkind, the woodsman Richard Cypher, accompanied by the wizard Zed and the enigmatic Kaelin, utilizes his newly acquired magic talents to aid in stopping a brutal, power-mad tyrant from unleashing an ancient evil upon the earth. Many episodes tell entirely isolated stories that have no direct comparison within the novels, and that do not have any effect on the overarching major plot of the season. The rules by which magic operates in Legend of the Seeker differ considerably from those in the Sword of Truth novels. The distinction between additive and subtractive magic has been eliminated. In the TV series, wizards use incantations and hand gestures to cast magic, something which the novels make no mention of. Number 9, Those About to Die series. Those About to Die has received praise for its epic portrayal of ancient Rome, offering a flamboyant insight into its workings. Those About to Die has garnered recognition for its magnificent depiction of classical Rome, providing a vibrant understanding of its mechanisms. It's well written and superbly acted. The characters draw you in, and one by one you get a sense of who they are, what sort of background they've come from, and how they deal with their circumstances, whether privileged or doomed. The empire at its height stretched across the entire Mediterranean and beyond and facilitated vast trade networks. Blending of cultures and professions, it attracted numerous mercenaries and traders from cultures even outside of the empire. Rome was at the heart and the main seat of power for the majority of the empire. Number 8, Spartacus series. One of the wonderful series currently available on Netflix. If you have taste for some raw violence with interesting storyline, then this is the series you should be watching. Spartacus is captured by Romans, and he have to pay his debt, so he fight to clear their debt to rejoin his wife, but they killed his wife. To take revenge, he killed so many Romans. Spartacus has everything: strong characters, superb plot, handsome guys, violence, blood, gore, nudity, plotting, love, lust, fights, politics, and Spartacus himself. It takes you to the times when officials used to treat slaves as just bodies which can be unclothed, used, and killed anytime, anywhere. It's unfiltered, and that's what I love most about this series. Keeps you occupied at all times with the variety of spices it offers. Great work by the cast, crew, and everyone involved in the movie. You would not resist yourself once you start watching it. It has overall 3 seasons runtime. Number 7, Clash of the Titans movies. Clash of the Titans 2010 is an epic adventure that transports viewers into a world of myth and legend. With breathtaking visuals and adrenaline-pumping action sequences, this film is a true spectacle from start to finish. There is excitement and awe at every turn, from the fierce fights with legendary animals to Sam Worthington's outstanding portrayal of Perseus's heroic voyage. Superb special effects bring legendary animals like the Kraken to life in breathtaking detail. Beyond the spectacle, Clash of the Titans tells a gripping tale of bravery, selflessness, and the strength of belief. Movie animations are best animation to see, background music is nice, action is watchable, dialogues are best, especially Hades, Acrisius, Calibas, Draco, Danaal. Movie direction is very beautiful. Story can understand and listenable also. Absolutely brilliant for those who love this genre and want to be teleported to another place for a few hours. Number 6, Gods of Egypt movies. Gods of Egypt is the kind of good versus evil movie that I found to be quite appealing. It is a full-on cinematic adventure of epic proportions, all wrapped up in razzle-dazzle fantastical lore. It delivers a thoroughly stimulating experience from beginning to end. The film's main theme of good versus evil provides a bracing breath of refreshing air because of how considerable it feels. The story is cute. The CGI is a tad overwhelming because there isn't a single scene without it, but again, enjoy it for what it is, and that's enough. The cast did a great job with their theatrical performances and their character roles. Flawed and redeemable, and full of personality. The characterizations are so compelling. Almost every character is memorable. Wonderfully, videos relating the ancient story of those times and events can be found on YouTube. Knowledge is power, and it's beautiful. Number 5. The Mummy 2017 movie. The Mummy is a 2017 American fantasy action-adventure film directed by Alex Kurtzman. Tom Cruise as U.S. Army Sergeant Nick Morton, a soldier of fortune who accidentally unearths the ancient tomb of entrapped Egyptian Princess Amenet, Sophia Boutella. Annabelle Wallis, Jake Johnson, Courtney B. Vance, and Russell Crowe also star. In ancient Egypt, Princess Amenet was in line to rule over the pharaoh's kingdom, until the pharaoh sired a son. She struck a pact with the god Set, realizing that her position of authority had been usurped, and received demonic abilities via a ceremonial knife. She tried to release the goddess after killing her family, but Egyptian priests discovered her and mummified her alive. After that, her sarcophagus was interred in a remote location. So it was a thrilling combination of comedy, drama, a little romance, and scary mummies. Tom Cruise is so versatile. Tom Cruise is always at his best. The other members have done decent job too. Number 4. Wrath of the Titans movie. Wrath of the Titans is a briskly paced, non-stop ride of visual gusto, rip-snorting action, and heartfelt drama. Wrath of the Titans may feel brief throughout its 100-minute-long running time, but emotionally, this film will be a genuinely satisfying experience to you. With their eye-popping cinematographic innovations, directors Jonathan Liebesman and David Leslie Johnson gave the craftsmanship on exhibit so much life. The action scenes all have exhilarating pace and an impact that hits like a ton of bricks, but some of the quick-cut editing lacks coherence. The performances by the cast are dramatically involving, and there are some new characters here. Perseus is struggling through the loss of her former partner Io. He is a very caring father to his son Helios, and the whole father and son relationship is so pleasant to resist. They love each other. This movie can remove you temporarily from your world and transport you into a classic Greek mythological odyssey. Number 3. The Last Kingdom series. The Last Kingdom is one of the best series. This show has all the right elements of being a wonderful show. The main character is Uhtred Ragnarsson, around whom the whole story revolves, his rivalry, highs and lows, and the sacrifices he made. But the narrative not entirely focus on him, as other characters equally develop, like Alfred, Mastermind, Elswith, Cunning, and my favorites. The Last Kingdom is a must-watch series with a gripping storyline that unfolds against the backdrop of 9th century England. Brida is the most developed, beautifully written character that she has so much hatred inside her due to the circumstances and story that you feel she does not get the justice and love, but her cruelty makes her one of the best character in the show. An immersive experience is offered by the thrilling locales, the action-packed shield wall sequences, and the conflict between the Danes and Saxons. All things considered, it's a worthwhile program that takes viewers on an engrossing tour through the Saxon and Viking ages. Number 2. Troy movie. This is a movie for people who love history, mythology, lore, slow burns, and adult movies with adult sensibilities that have substance and moral questions to figure out. To get people thinking more about mortality, history, nation building, and how history tends to be written by the victors instead of those good people who are most deserving. Troy is a visual triumph with stunning costumes and sets and plenty of giant, brutal CGI battles. The purists and Greek scholars may take issue with the historical liberties taken, but as an epic-inspired movie there is much to like, including a standout scene where Eric Bana's Hector fights Brad Pitt's Achilles. Great acting mostly, and some engaging battle sequences as well as fights. The heroism of Hector and Achilles is legendary, and their emotionally charged clash as well as the fiery aftermath is skillfully shown in the movie. Arrogant and invincible, Achilles is the key to winning this victory, but the walled city could perhaps be won only through a ploy. Overall, the battles are suspenseful and the intimate scenes are emotive. This film deserves so much better. Number 1. Merlin series. This is one of favorite TV shows. This show has adventure, drama, comedy, horror, love stories, and an epic scope about it. It hits all the right notes, obviously, and thankfully the entire series revolves around Arthur and Merlin and their friendship. This show does better than any other Arthurian movie to show the relationship that exists between king and wizard. The series also does a great job of allowing us to see how Morgana becomes the villain. You may even find yourself caring for her and wanting things to work out better. Colin Morgan nailed his part as Merlin, was impish but clever but funny but nice but annoying. Everything he did and said was just so perfect. Merlin is such a lovable protagonist, and you experience him grow into his true potential, while meeting other fabulous characters along the way. Merlin really hits the nail for a bit of late-night entertainment, or the kind of show that once you start you can't stop. It's a perfect adaptation of fantasy, adventure, comedy, romance.